Hey, you've heard the only two certainties in life, death and taxes, right? Our next guest wants to add one more to that list, keeping your money safe. Make that a certainty, right? You want to be certain that the volatile stock market won't eat up your retirement money? Well, time to listen up. Our friend Tom Jacobs from Jacobs Financial Services is back. Hi, Tom.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning to you. Talk a little bit about, well, obviously we're dealing with a volatile stock market, 700 up, 1,000 down, all over. People want certainty. They don't want to worry about this stuff.
That's right. Well, our clients are typically folks that are approaching retirement. Maybe they're already retired, 55 to 75. One of our core beliefs is as we get older, you just need to take less risk. And that's simply because you may not have the time to recover. To your point, the market does not like uncertainty. And our world today is pretty uncertain. So now might be the time to protect the money you work so hard to save, maybe get it out of that stock market casino, roll it over, move it to a spot where you just can't lose it.
I think I like the way you describe the stock market casino because it kind of is, it's gambling for a lot of people.
Here's what I know. The longer you stay in a casino, the less likely it is when you leave, you're going to have your money. So think about this. You and I, we've been sitting at the casino for the last decade, piling up the chips, just absolutely doing great. But I can't use those poker chips to go pay for my daughter's college tuition. I can't use the poker chips to make a mortgage payment. In order for me to realize this massive gain, I've got to take the chips off the table. I got to go over to the cashier and I've got to cash in. That's what's happening with people's 401ks, their retirement accounts. It's been the longest bull run in the history of the world. People have done great. We're starting to see some volatility. Let's get those chips off the table. Let's roll our 401ks, our IRAs into a spot where we just can't lose it. Let's make the money real.
And you obviously have attracted a lot of people to Jacobs Financial Services. What attracts people to you? What are you hearing from them?
I'm hearing, Tom, I just simply do not want to lose any more money. I want to be able to sleep at night. I don't want to worry about things that I can't control, like what's Putin going to do tomorrow, what's going to happen around the world. I mean, let's take that risk off the table. Let's give it to other companies that can manage the risk, help us have a wonderful retirement.
You mentioned the 401k. What other types of accounts do you deal with?
Well, anybody that is saving for retirement, whether that's in the company retirement plan, maybe they're saving in their own IRA, we can generally help reposition those dollars out of a market account into a secure account where you just don't lose it. We love products called annuities. That's a bad word for some people because in my opinion, there's different types of annuities. Some are really good. Some are really, really bad. We offer the good ones. It's called a fixed indexed annuity. Floor of zero, you don't lose your money. If the index we're tied to goes up, you can go up with it and get some of those gains. It's just a great, great spot for retirement money.
If somebody wants more of that explained, maybe obviously we have just a few minutes here on television to be able to really dive into what that means. How can they get a hold of you and get this info?
The first step is really just to have a conversation with our team. Come on into the office. We'll be happy to meet with you virtually if you're more comfortable. Go to my website, jacobsfs.com. I've got lots of videos there that explain indexing, fees versus commissions. Just a different way, a different thought on how to plan for retirement.
All that information just waiting for folks to, it can't hurt to take a look at it and see if it sounds right for you. What are people taking away from this? I mean, when they're leaving Jacobs Financial, what are they walking away with?
The deliverable from our office, we have something called the Jacobs Retirement Roadmap, which really is a roadmap and shows people here's where we are today. Here's how we're going to get to the finish line. So the roadmap's going to look at all of the milestones. How do we take Social Security? What's our tax strategy? How do we handle the required distributions? How do we take our pension? And we just kind of lay that all out so people can see it, visualize it. And then the grand finale of the roadmap is something called the income plan, where we look at, okay, here's the different spots where you have assets. And here's when we're going to start drawing from each of those spots. And the idea is to create multiple streams of income in retirement. So maybe that's your Social Security. How do we use your 401k? What are we going to do with your pension? And again, we're just trying to create that guaranteed income forever.
Hey, don't put all your eggs in one basket. I learned that one. So if you want to learn more information, here's what you do. jacobsfs.com. Great place to start if you want to go online. Or as you heard Tom say, you can always just pick up the phone with any questions. Feel free, 616-622-4654, or check out any of their locations in Granville, Norton Shores, and Kalamazoo. Regular business hours right there, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5.